Hey, another one bite the dust. Oh, I can't do copyrighted music, so we gonna do it like this. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, another one bite the dust. Hey, boom, boom, boom. Hey, another one bite the dust. Man, shout out to that homie Spill. Top of the deuce, say boy, this your boy Double Low. If you don't know, and I'm back with another one. And I had to do a live one on this one because you already know what's going on. If you haven't, I woke up this morning. Well, I was at work when all this went down, and Twitter streets was buzzing, going heavy, and of course I had to come through and talk my trash. I had to come through and talk what I gotta say, about it because um a lot is going on, but it's a different type of story though. They out here crying. Self boy, the boys out here, man. I ain't seen so many diaper bandits running around here, boy. They are crying heavy. But everybody's talking about the acquirement, but I got a different spin on. I got a different take, and it actually goes back to my previous conversations on the podcast, where it was some things that was mentioned, the things that was said that sparked my attention, and this was a while ago. This is like when I first started doing the whole debate stuff with Z and stuff. So it's interesting. So hold on, went from Xbox has no games to Xbox owned the industry, and it's not fair. But I got something to say on that because um I remember at one point in time, right, when it came to video game, well, it came to software. Microsoft was so-called, quote unquote, becoming a monopoly. They was buying up Dell and all these computer systems, therefore they're on. This kind of plays a part in that, but I'm not finna get into that. Everyone is talking about the heavy hitters, the games that you see right here in the back. Doo doo doo, you know what I'm saying? Da da da. I've been I've been woo-signing a little bit. A lot of people in the Twitter spaces was pretty much saying the same thing. Hey, these is big. They got Diablo. They got the Blizzard games, Call of Duty, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Personally, me, nothing against Call of Duty. I'm not a Call of Duty fan. Not as heavy like that. I haven't really invested in the Call of Duty since like Black Ops 2. I love War to War, but outside of the story, I play the multiplayer here and there, but me getting heavily into Call of Duty, it's been a minute since I did that. All of the Diablos and the StarCrafts, never played them. Overwatch, it's a good game, just not a game for me. I played it, just wasn't my cup of tea, but this goes into the play of what I've always said. Just because it's not something, a palette for me to play or something that I enjoy, I can still understand how the masses would take it. You get what I'm saying? So it's a major move, point blank and period. Not taking anything from them, but me being a novice into this Xbox community and gaming in general, talking, I don't have the backstory when it comes to these developers. Somewhat like a J Dub or a Post, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of like fall back, or Z. They've been around a lot. They did a lot of journalism because what they do is journalism. And they know a lot about the history and the past with games and deals and things of that nature. So I decided to say, hey, let's step up our game a little further and let's do some little research because I'm looking at the names at the bottom. Hold on, wait. These names at the bottom, and they actually play a real serious role into the future of Xbox, and a couple of new things that I was thinking about. So just bear with me real quick. We're gonna take it a little bit slow. We're gonna take a little stroll here, but just bear with me. So let me switch my screen real quick. Hold on. All right, hold on. I got this new feature, right? Watch this. Watch this. That shit fire, right? Ecamm. You can lower and adjust the stream. I've been playing with this for like the last 15 seconds, 30 minutes trying to adjust this right. But yeah. So, all right, never mind. Bear with me real quick. I'm trying not to get distracted playing around with little gadgets and shit. But let me see. Is it the personal? Well, yeah. We finna switch cameras. There you go. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna bring this up. Now, I've been doing my research, man. So at one point in time, I remember I was saying that I'm a fan of AR, augmented reality. I play with it on my iPhone. They got various apps where you can like literally put the iPhone or the iPad or put a chair in front of the table and check it out and do all this sick dope things with it. So I was looking at a couple of these companies, and I remember back when they did a, I guess you want to say a demo. I'll call it a demo. When they show Conquer being played on the couch, like you can literally have the headset on. You seen little Conquer running around on the what's your name fighting the bosses and the little enemies, but it was on your furniture. And they had another demo with the Pokemon. You was able to physically throw out, like, well, not physically, but you imagine you throwing out a ball and the Pokemon was out and about in the world. So just bear with me real quick. One of the companies that really caught my attention was it Raven? No, was it Raven? No, Raven Software, that wasn't it. It was toys. That's what it was. I'm looking at all my tabs. This it right here. This it right here. And they have Skylander. I remember Skylander. I don't know if y'all remember Skylander, but I remember Skylander. They had a physical device where you can place the device on the little amiibos, if you want to call them that, the little toys on this device, and the one that it skins, it actually skins the character and put them in the world. Keep that in mind. That's a dope engine. A lot of, I don't know if it was, I think it was pretty much a fail. I don't know, fail or success. I'm not gonna really look up the sales numbers right now, but I'm mainly focusing on that actual physical device that they had. On top of that, Call of Duty has been running the same engine with all their developers since fucking forever. This IW engine. And it pretty much runs every Call of Duty game, like, in existence. I don't know if that would be a good thing or bad thing. It depends on how your preference on the game. The time that I spent with Modern Warfare was actually pretty good. Only thing I just didn't like the cheating part. But the online service makes sense. Now Phil and them has a deal with LG and Samsung when it comes to the TVs for xCloud. I'm going up my wrong case point real quick. My bad. They got a deal with LG and Samsung. This deal was to actually embed all of the newer TVs that's coming out with xCloud in it and the streaming. Yes, I'm talking, baby. Thank you. No, she's gonna walk. Anywho, this deal, it was something that sparked my interest because on the monitor tip, I like Samsung monitors. You got your preference. I know everyone has their preference, but I actually play on the monitor. And to have this built in, and then a lot of like LG TVs and Samsung has deals with hotels. If you travel, you probably seen some around. I don't know what the heck that means, but yeah, whatever you said. Shout out to you, player. Um, but it makes sense with his future because of what he said prior. The man said out his own mouth, and it's very well noted that. Oh, let me move me. Microsoft says that Amazon and Google are the main competitors going forward, and Apple, of course. You seen the deal with the subscription basis with these companies. Amazon is jumping into the cloud with streaming and live streaming games. Google as well, because Google, every app, I'm letting you know now, as someone that is creating apps on this, spare time, every app known to man uses Google in some shape, form, or fashion with Firebase and its analytics, because it's easier to do. If you see an app with like ad revenue pop-ups and things of that nature, it comes from Google. So they're getting hand over fist money. And on top of that, mobile is the main source of next this generation coming up. Not my cup of tea, but the money is there. Reason being, Call of Duty Mobile. It blew up right around the time PUBG Mobile and Fortnite took off. And due to that situation, that legal situation with Epic, and they removing Fortnite, the forefront shooters on mobile is Call of Duty and what's the other one? Call of Duty and PUBG Mobile at the moment, at this current moment. And they seeing the money coming in as well. So he already told you, I'm not focusing on Nintendo and Sony. Actually, he wants them to embed into the company because it helps Microsoft boost their numbers. If they're able to, because again, with this deal going down the pipeline, Call of Duty will, in my opinion, will still be a multiplayer. It will not be directly exclusive to the Xbox, but the incentive that Xbox users will get is Game Pass. We have Game Pass, we'll get the game for free, whereas our, I guess if you want to call them competitors, but we're going to call them business partners. That's what they're going to be. Our outer or our alternative business partners, if they're willing to make a deal with us, will actually still get the game as well, but you will be charged $60 or $70 because that is the future of gaming, which is $70. So just imagine you're coming around, you're playing PlayStation or Sony or Nintendo's games. You're already gonna be playing $60 or $70, depending on the game, going further for first party games. And then you got to turn around and get hit with another $70 or $60 for Call of Duty and third party games. Even though I don't like the game, it's a cult following. They are focusing on game companies that have cult followings. And unfortunately, well, I don't want to say unfortunately, because it was some heinous stuff going on and they got caught for a reason. Activision had some very messed up things going on internally with their company with sexual harassment and things of that nature. And a lot of people were saying that Microsoft caught this on the deal. They actually lowball Activision for this requirement. So, what's going on? What did he say? Hold it down, Melo. Man, I got my people. I'm here, boy. I told you. Content coming. I'm about to start moving some stuff around, but I'm letting it be known. So, this is just me doing my little small research right now. Cause I just said, you know what? Let me Google the companies and see what games they've been in, what content they have been involved. Then, what do they actually do? You know what I'm saying? As a whole, Demonware. Let me find my Demonware. That was an interesting one also when I seen it. There you go. This one is actually the whole entire online server for Call of Duty and as a whole in Blizzard. So you have I've never played, you know what I'm saying, a Blizzard game, but you have an island backing of servers that's going to be added to Microsoft servers as well. This move has a lot of political play in it as well. I'm gonna put my little aluminum foil hat on, but I got a little bit of truth to this, and dealing with what I'm dealing with this content, where right now the U.S. and China are going back and forth, tightening up everything. They're tightening up as much as possible when it comes to content, subscriptions, and user data when it comes to the servers. Um, at one point, Microsoft was considered a monopoly when it came to the computer aspect of everything because they was buying up everything, and the government had to step in and say and pass laws to say, "Hey, this is a monopoly." At this point, it seems as if the government is just allowing them to do what they need to cover the U.S. when it comes to the future of entertainment and content. That's just my opinion, but I got some legit, things to say or legit backing to prove that and say yes. We even though we have a physical battle going on with everything that's going on, we also have a digital war that's currently going on as we speak, and no one is really speaking on it. But I'm just throwing it out there. This plays a part because entertainment is entertainment. People love video games. I don't care if you from the age of 2 to 60. People love video games because they grew up on these characters, they grew up on this content, and they understand the value of it. And when it's coming to this subscription base, getting users data, content, understanding how the emotions of humans, video games is on the top tier. I think it's above movies in my opinion. So uh so yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, Sledgehammer, we know about all of their content when it comes to Call of Duty. The Blizzard games, when it goes overseas in the West Coast, I think this is another way of Microsoft forcing their way into the Japanese area as well because they're going to want that content when it comes to League of Legends and Blizzard games. I noticed this also with this company with Raven that they worked on a lot of superhero games as well. From you see at the bottom, X-Men Legends, which was a dope game. I played both of these. They worked on the Star Wars game, Jade, and what was the other one? Was it a Quake game? No, it was Spider-Man. They worked on a Spider-Man game as well. Trying to see it. Hold on. It's somewhere in here. Singularity. Wolverine and Spider-Man. Well, it's a multiverse, Marvel joint. But it's a lot of these companies, these third-party companies up under Activision that actually played a part in a lot of older games and a lot of current games as well when it comes to the superhero aspect. So we may or may not see something like that. It's all in the works. We don't know what type of newer games these companies have been working on outside of Call of Duty because I get everything is full deck when it comes to Call of Duty. As a whole, the engine is pretty much circled around Call of Duty and the money that it brings in. But I can also see them actually doing a deal like they did with I think the Hellblade developers who wanted to do a passion project, which was Bleeding Edge. Wasn't a success. It ended up going under, but it was an enjoyment for me. I played the game, did the achievements. It was pretty good. But I can see a lot of newer content coming from these developers due to the massive amount of online games that's coming. He said that's a great point. People should be thankful for Microsoft just protecting all that it's from the PCR. Yeah, exactly. Because again, like I was saying, this is a heavy situation where content is ruled, subscription is ruling. When it comes to video gaming, I've been playing games damn near all my life. And when it comes to the content, when you go to the bare bone of video gaming, it's the same thing over and over again. You either playing a looter shooter, a RPG, MMO, adventure game, action game, puzzle game, multiplayer. You might get a new character that everyone, accepts and love because of the visuals or what it brings to the table when it comes to the story. But at the end of the day, it's still the same game. And I think that these companies are starting to get that. Like, okay, how can we justify a price hike? How can we justify a subscription when these games are pretty much the same thing? He said, "Wow, bro, I'm talking, I'm freestyling and going off the cuff right now. I know, right? But yeah, stop messing with me, bro. But again, like I said with my point, when it comes to content, this stuff is pretty much the same. And I like again, I fell in love with this whole Black Myth game that came out, that's about to come out. And then when I really like sat down and paid attention to the story and the content that it was delivering, it's like, okay, it's a shock value that we have a new character that have all these dope moves. It's based on actual China story and history. But when I remove myself away from that character, it's literally another, in my opinion, almost close to a God of War when it comes to the story, the character, and then possibly the action in the game. It's God of War. Not bringing the slack to that game and not saying I won't support it. Uh, I I'm just starting to see that this same pattern that's going on in video games, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Even when it comes to this Elden Ring game that's finna come out next month, I'm hyped for it. I like what I seen. But a lot of people that have played Demon Souls is saying, oh no, it's just another run of the mill Demon Souls. They're literally copying and pasting the same move. Like I saw a video clip where he was doing an attack move and it was identical to the same attack move from the previous game. Um, which was funny to me, but it didn't deter me from saying, you know what, I'm still gonna try the game out because of, for whatever reason. But it's alarming because if people are starting to pay attention to those things and starting to see those things, even with God of War, I know they was making it as a joke, but when they was saying that he kept doing the same boat animation, if developers are going to go in that side of the things where even the littler details of games, y'all keep rinsing and repeating the same assets, people are going to start, probably moving away from your content. That's another reason one of the favorite games I play, NBA 2K, is in the rut that they're in right now. Is because yes, it's a basketball game. There's only so much you can do with a basketball game, but the user base, a certain side of the user base is looking for something more realistic. What's the next thing? What's the higher up plateau that you can bring to gaming when it comes to basketball? And right now, I think that 2K is at a standstill. Um, I'm gonna go backtrack. Also mentioning with 2K, you just seen them require a whole mobile game, a whole mobile company. So, and they're already saying, "Hey, we finna bring our content mobile." You're going to see a God on Grand Theft Auto on mobile heavily. You're going to see 2K be more mobile friendly and integrated. So everyone is seeing this untapped market per se when it comes to tablets and cell phones. I think when it comes to console gaming, we have hit our plateau. In my opinion, you got things like Adobe Vision, Visual, you got the 4K, almost 8K coming in. We hitting 120 frames per second. Now they try to do 240 or whatever the case may be. I'm thinking they're hitting a plateau with the consoles per se, and they want to hit on the untapped market, which is the multiverse and mobile. Going into that content. Now, I've been in Twitter spaces. Shout out to my homie Ant. He been putting me on game when it comes to the NFTs. And from the knowledge I've gained from knowing about NFTs, I've literally stripped all of my apps and reworked them just because of this content, because of how monumental it's going to be when it comes to the future of just creators and people that provide entertainment. Um, if you don't know, NFTs is non-fungible tokens. It's part of the digital currency. You have multiple pay options when it comes to this currency from uh, Ethereum and Dogecoin, et cetera, et cetera. It's a lot on Bitcoin, a lot of them. But this digital currency is finna also play a part in gaming due to the fact that I can take something like, for example, it's been a limited on limited edition items. Like I can give you a figurine, a digital game, and a soundtrack to this song or whatever. And a deal like what Microsoft did with Gucci. They had a luggage bag, I don't know, pair of shoes, the Xbox refrigerator, whatever the case may be. But we put it into an NFT form. We actually use microtransactions as a NFT form. I think that just the world in general is finna push heavy for gamers as well, on top of entertainment, to start focusing heavily on NFTs and digital currency because one, that currency fluctuates. Two, I can get the full value for whatever I give to you. On top of that, you can actually use that and sell your own content for it as well and receive a payment. They can do royalties off of that payment of that digital content. I've always said whoever come with a way to sell and trade digital currency, digital games, will be the winner, in my opinion, when it comes to this console war and gaming as a whole. I have a graveyard full of games that I played and beat and did not go back to. But if I had a way that I can sell it off to someone for a certain amount of currency or trade-in value towards the Microsoft store and things of that nature, I see NFTs being that choice. A lot of people are focusing on the microtransactions of it, but I see it a whole lot broader. I see a whole lot. I see things way different when it comes to that because of the fact that I provided you a work of art, and even regardless of whatever you do with that license of that digital art that I gave to you, I will receive a revenue for it. I will receive a percentage from it. So you can say goodbye to GameStop at that point. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be straight off the store. And if Microsoft has figured out a way to fully structure that into the ecosystem of the Microsoft Gaming Store, it's over with, in my opinion. So going back just a little bit, because again, you see these games, you see the Wolverines. I see everyone's complaining about Microsoft not having a superhero game. It might be one on the works. It might be one in the future. Who knows? Microsoft has a new engine now, which would be this IW engine that is a full. If you love Call of Duty, it worked on every daggone Call of Duty, from the single player games aspect, which the stories of Call of Duty have been great, to the multiplayer. You have Demonware. Demonware is an island-based online server. This is going to help. I'm pretty sure they're going to integrate this with the online service to help with iCloud, xCloud out there with the TV deals with the LGs and the Samsungs, on top of toys for bots. I think they can play, or they have something that they have something that they can work with when it comes with this Skylander device in the AR augmented reality situation, where you might see we might get little devices, you put it on to the device and does a augmented reality or VR content for games. And on top of that, this company worked with Division as well. Now that I noticed, Destiny. I mean, they worked on Destiny as well. Not knowing what they did, they probably did a couple blades of grass or something like that. But they did a lot of work with PlayStation games as well in the future, in the past. You know, got everyone knows about Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon if you've been around that long. And they work with Destiny and Destiny 2 in the DLC content. on top of mobile devices. So the future is looking hella good for Microsoft right now. I'm not finna play into the whole console war deal because we already know who running this right now. You see what games are about to drop. Microsoft literally have came out and said on a constant basis, yo, their goal is to give you exclusive content in games, or just not exclusive content, but content every 3 months. So every 3 months, we're gonna be here getting something new every time, every rip. And with Game Pass, once again, that value is there. It's only getting bigger. If this wasn't a success, I'm pretty sure this wouldn't even be a conversation or anything that we would be talking about right now. So again, you might not like how they started, but you gotta respect how they finna finish this when it comes to the gaming community and us receiving nothing but heat and bangers from this point on. Like I said, it was a rocky start, hit and miss with certain things, but how Phil is doing stuff right now, it's looking pretty good for us. This your boy Double O Melo. One love, God bless. Make sure you click that button blue, slap it red if you're new, and I'm out. Peace. Also, let me know what y'all think about this stuff, man. Am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? I might get a little big questionnaire real quick. Am I tripping to thinking that they got to play on augmented reality with this company with the Toys for Bob, the server that they got with Demonware, and the new engine that they got for the Call of Duty joint? Oh, and High Moon got some good games as well. They said great show. Appreciate it, bro. Real shit. Appreciate it. I'm working, man. I'm working. I'm trying to get it right. I know what you meant. But I think it's something real serious here though, if you really think about it, because again, they're jumping into the metaverse. They don't have a VR device. We know, I mean, yeah, they don't have a VR device. They have an augmented reality device, but they don't have a VR device. And from what I played with Oculus Quest, it's a pretty good device. I saw some guy doing spray painting. I've been doing the whole boxing thing, and I see the purpose for it. I just don't like the movement. That's just my personal opinion. I don't like the movement when it comes to it. I'm about to go try out like Resident Evil 4 on it. I don't know how to do it where I can stream it, so I'm trying to learn that also. But with Microsoft not having a device in that area, this they come with a third party support, and you get something like a Diablo. You they already got the cover. They got it covered with content when it comes to Call of Duty Mobile. It's selling already. StarCraft, Overwatch, not my plateau, but it already is doing microtransactions. It's a heavy hit. Let me see. What's that? It's definitely the future. They've been thinking about it since the Xbox One, exactly. And you were supposed to be able to share or trade in the digital games. See, that was my thing. That was my main focus when it came to this digital when we was doing the digital and physical, and it was already talks about GameStop possibly going out of business with it. And I said, bro, I'm going digital because regardless, I never really traded any games. I never was a collector of like rare items or whatever the case may be. But when it came to buying games, that's all I did. I just bought them. But if I can save money by not having to worry about me scratching it, losing it, you know what I'm saying, kids stepping on it or whatever the case may be, heck, somebody coming to the crib and stealing it, family member, hey, I'm going digital. But I started noticing that I had literally a graveyard of games that I really don't go back and play. I'm the type, once the story is done, I throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Unless it has multiplayer, or I'm not 100%er. If you want, if that's if that's something that you guys like to do or whatever, you one of them achievement whores. I gotta get all the achievements and look for the nick and crannies. That's not me. But I would sit there and enjoy the story to the utmost, And once it's done, credits roll, I record it, post that I beat it, throw it out the window. He said, damn, hey man, I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest. But me being able to, I can see myself saying, hey, I'm going to trade to someone that maybe don't have the game. And be like, here, just give me like $15 or something like that, $10 for the game. And what? She wait. Oh, she waiting on Brooklyn. Brooklyn got what's your name? Hold on, man. Oh man, life of a daddy right now. Hold on, man. One moment. Hey, home. Brooklyn has tutoring. My bad. But what I was okay. So with the digital joint, uh, I can see it pretty much. If I'm able to go out, take these games that I got, someone that don't have it, either trade them with them, or so I could get like some little $10 currency at the Microsoft store to go buy something else on top of having the rewards points. Dope. It seemed like a lot of these companies is tightening down and buying third party up at a alarming rate. Richard 3 was the last physical game out. Hey, Richard 3 though was the shit, bro. Richard 3 was like my man. I got hooked on Richard 3 because I accidentally played it on Richard 1 on my homie PC. And then when Witcher 2 came out, I jumped on it because I remembered that joint. And Witcher 3, bro, Witcher 3 and that content is crazy. And then they finna do a update or something, or a remake. That's another thing. If you really noticed about these games, also, it's a remake, remaster war going on. Like, it's kind of like I was saying, they hit their plateau with the content. You know what I'm saying? And being creative with the games, like we getting God of War 7 and Gears 6 and all these repeated games. It seemed like they hit their plateau and now they doubling back because they know they got bangers, back in the days that they can pull from, and we getting all these remasters and remakes. So it's like, of course, these casual gamers or the younger gamers, they haven't played those type of games. Ain't nobody sat down and ran through a Splinter Cell. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody had played a Soul Calm. So they double dipping. But the problem is, a lot of the gamers now, even though we are older, we still accept playing video games. It's people in their 30s and 40s that still enjoy playing video games, regardless if, what I'm saying, it's kind of catered towards the casuals and the younger audience. So it's funny in the sense that like it's in this weird like little Twilight Zone area, but it makes sense. I'm not gonna hate them for it because I went in and folded and I played it Resident Evil. I'm definitely gonna play the GTA 5 thing again whenever that drops, whenever they figure that out. I heard they were gonna be possibly doing delaying that one again. When The Witcher 3 do the remake, I'm gonna play that. Even though I played the game, it's crazy, but it makes sense. And again, you got an untapped market with everyone got a tablet and an iPhone or an Android device. That's billions of users. So I'm about to get out of here because I gotta get my daughter, man. I done messed up, and I gotta go pick her up from tutoring. One love and God bless, man. Peace. We probably gonna have to do a podcast later on, and I'm gonna break Z legs in about this because I told him, but I'm not gonna tell y'all right now so he can have a rebuttal. I want him to pretty much be shocked and do the whole deal when we do the podcast. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll understand. Check out Z channel. Check out my boy Post Up, J Dub. Man, who else? LBK been killing it, bro. He been killing it with the content. Noah, I checked out a couple of his videos, which was pretty dope. Man, we working out here, bro. 2022 finna look crazy, and it's only gonna get better, man. One love and God bless. Peace.